but you can't catch my way.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Montgomery. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11. At the 30.
On second and 11 now. Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? And right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a run with Montgomery. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14. Bears nothing. Josh Lambeau.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
23 yards, the final tally.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
That's complete to Mooney. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And again, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They run, Montgomery. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Shreds the tackle. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Mayfield is going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Bears take over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Bears nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A first down throw for Winston. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He's going to wind up and air it out. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
48-yard line. A gain of 5. And the Seahawks.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
They go play action. Mayfield. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
42. Bears nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Able to spin free. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
Play action now. Winston. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Montgomery. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chunking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pinned their ears.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
All right, work with me, partner. This is the classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
On the return, The Bears take over first and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute, Goat. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
And it's third down.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, second and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Brings up third down.
Third and long for Winston. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bears take over first.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time. Jameis again. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They go play action. Winston. And now here is another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
And a give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And 7 at the 11-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
38-yard line. A gain of 12. 1st down, Seahawks.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Escaping the pressure right. He finds Beckham, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. His pass caught at the 4. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. It's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears,